Let me describe precisely what we retain, because this is something that people get confused about. When you do a search query, we retain the IP address of your computer or your firm. So my guess here at the Washington Times is that when you use Google from within the network, there's one IP address that represents the entire institution. The reason that occurs is you have something called a firewall, and that firewall maps all your local addresses into a single address. So it's not correct to say that it's per computer. Sometimes it's per network or per institution or per university.
What about homes?
In the case of homes, it would be most likely to the specific home, but not to the specific computer within the home. Okay. Now, because that information is so sensitive, legitimate people disagree as to how long you should retain it. And we are subject to lots of laws in this area, especially in Europe. And the consensus that seems to have emerged, and this is not a decision that Google should make, it's a proper, in our view, governmental decision. The consensus seems to be that the retention of this kind of information should be greater than 0 days. And the reason it has to do with police actions, terrorists, Patriot Act, all those sorts of things, but not forever. Right, so the question of what is the difference between 0 and forever is a political decision, not a, right. And we can all disagree on this question, right, as an individual basis, but the law is the law. So we've ultimately adopted roughly the following rule. We think of it as we anonymize the information within 18 months. In some cases it's shorter, and it varies by property. So the precise answer to your question, I want to give you a very clear answer, is that we could, if you did a search and a Gmail and a YouTube and so forth yesterday, and you did it from your home, I'll give you the worst case. You did it from your home, and you only have one computer in your home. In theory, we could cross-correlate those and get all three together. We don't do that, and we're not likely to do that. A more likely scenario is the government could do that.
But this could also be very valuable for advertisers, marketers, and so forth.
We do not use that information because of this line. That's one line is the question of content. Another question is the issue of privacy. And we're trying to stay on the end user side of privacy. If we started to give that kind of information and mine it in ways that would be sort of your concern as an individual, our users would move to our competitors. So we don't. But again, there's a very, very detailed description of exactly what we do. And a lot of people are not representing what we do accurately in the media. And so I would encourage everybody to if you care about this, read it very precisely so you get the facts. And we do what we say.